Alright, let's dive into something that's been making headlines lately: Hunter Biden's recent update on his father, former President Joe Biden's battle with cancer. Now, before we get into the details, I want to say this. It's always tough hearing about someone's health struggles, especially when it's a public figure like Biden. But what makes this really interesting is how it intersects with broader conversations about aging, leadership, and the human side of politics. So, let's break it down. First off, Hunter Biden revealed that his father's prostate cancer has metastasized into his bones, describing it as very painful and debilitating. Personally, I think this hits home for a lot of us because cancer is one of those universal experiences. It doesn't discriminate based on status or power. What many people don't realize is that Biden's diagnosis came after he left office in 2025, which raises a deeper question: how much does the stress of the presidency accelerate aging and health issues? I mean, Biden was already the oldest president in U.S. history when he left office at 81, and now this. It's a stark reminder that even the most powerful people are still human. One thing that immediately stands out is Hunter's comment about his dad not complaining enough. From my perspective, this speaks to Biden's character. He's always been portrayed as a resilient, almost stoic figure. But it also highlights a broader issue. Men, especially those in leadership roles, often feel pressured to downplay their struggles. If you take a step back and think about it, this isn't just about Biden. It's about societal expectations of masculinity and vulnerability. Why is it so hard for us to let leaders show weakness? Now, let's talk about the cancer itself. Biden's prostate cancer is described as aggressive, with a Gleason score of 9 and metastasis to the bone. A detail I find fascinating is that despite its severity, it's hormone sensitive, which means it's manageable, at least to some extent. But here's the thing. Experts like Gerald Dennis have called this type of cancer generally considered to be advanced and incurable. What this really suggests is that even with the best medical care, there are limits to what science can do. And that's a humbling thought. What makes this even more poignant is Biden's personal connection to cancer research. Remember, he and Jill launched the Biden Cancer Moonshot in 2022, aiming to prevent millions of cancer deaths by 2047. In my opinion, this isn't just a policy initiative, it's a deeply personal mission. To see someone who's dedicated so much to fighting cancer now battling it himself? It's heartbreaking. But it also underscores the urgency of this work. Cancer touches us all, and Biden's story is a powerful reminder of that. Lastly, let's not forget the political context. Biden's age was a constant point of criticism during his presidency, and now Trump, who's even older, is set to surpass him as the oldest president. Personally, I think this whole situation forces us to confront uncomfortable questions about age and leadership. Are we too quick to dismiss older leaders as out of touch? Or do we underestimate the toll that public service takes on their health? It's a complex issue, and Biden's cancer diagnosis adds another layer to that debate. So, where does this leave us? In my opinion, Biden's story isn't just about one man's health struggle. It's about the fragility of life, the limits of power, and the importance of empathy. It's a reminder that even the most public figures have private battles, and that's something we should all think about. What do you think? Does Biden's diagnosis change how you view aging leaders? Or how we talk about health and politics? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.